Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out in the Panzer IV F2 version. The good version. The really good one. The almost a G, but not quite a G. Thus, the F2. So, we'll do the gameplay here like always, history tips. And we'll go from there and see what happens. The Panzer, I love these things. They're growing on me. At first, I kind of thought it was supposed to be, a little better armored and all that kind of stuff than it is. You can see this one's got everything on it. But it's not the armor. It's not, there's no specific thing about it. It's kind of like the Sherman. It's just kind of good all the way around. Especially the later versions of the Sherman when they got the bigger gun and all that kind of stuff. That's when stuff really started to happen with these things. And they started so early. These things were being built in the late 30s, and they built them all the way through the war. So this is the only, I believe this is the only German tank that was built throughout the entire war, which is kind of a big deal. And basically every variant of anything used a Panzer chassis. I mean, tons of stuff. From the Whirlwind to the Ostwind to the Brumbar to the Nashorn, Dicker Max, Experiment, obviously all of these Panzers, and then any variation. It's like, well, we got some Panzers laying around. We'll just throw those in there, and we'll stick a big gun on top of it and call it something else. So it was incredible. Again, the versatility, or the ingenuity even, of the Germans at that time. Now, whether that was out of necessity or what, I'm not sure. Well, I would have thought that would have exploded big, but oh well, let's try again. Got the barrel, that's good. It's always good to get the barrel. There's an M10 over there. Okay, got his. Well, now they're just gonna move, and by the time... Oh, how can I... Oh well. See, the gun on this thing is awesome, believe it or not. Even here. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I don't have time to get across because these guys are going to shoot me. I'll try to back this guy up. But those guys are going to fix their cannons before I get a chance to move across, so I'm just going to hang out here. So, like I was saying, these guys, I don't want to go pull out in front of them, because they'll get me. So I'm just going to try to back this guy up. Hopefully they'll pull out in front of him, and then I'll be able to get them when they do that. Now, this gun usually have a little bit more success with that, but not so much. Oh, it looks like he's in trouble now. I think I'm going to go all the way down here. I'm betting. So I know that M10 has a slow turret. There we go. The M10 has a slow turret, so if I can run down there and get around the corner, he won't be able to turn with me necessarily. So, we got back up here. We're in good shape. Oh, okay, I'll go up here. Did not kill him. All right, let's peek around the corner. Oh, that thing's shooting me. Oh, the guy I took shots at earlier is just getting me. That R3 T20. Great. Oh my gosh. I would not have expected that. I didn't think it was going to be quite that bad. Alright, well, we'll repair here. Well, while we repair... So the Panzer IV, I'm trying to figure out where he is. I think I can get him with my machine gun, but... they started making this thing. It was a request. Germany wasn't supposed to be making military vehicles, and so the request was for a medium tractor. Okay, here we go. M10. There we go. And so that medium tractor could be developed, which is really going to be the tank. There we go. Jeez. So several companies in Germany started project, and okay, that's good because he can't turn. Man, this is too busy. Okay, here we go. So they started the project. There were several things about it that they kind of went the more simple route on. Originally, they were looking at a torsion bar suspension, but for the sake of simplicity and materials and things like that, they just went with the leaf springs on the road wheels. And the first one rolled out, version A rolled out. Okay, transmission, he can't turn that gun far enough. I don't want to drive in front of him. I don't think he can quite get his gun pointed at me, but I'm going to try to take it out anyway. Okay, good. Now we're safe. I can get that right down the line on the crew. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Whoa. He seemed angry. He did not seem happy about us being here. I don't know why. Goodness gracious. Does that ever really work? If you just fly in and ram somebody in a Stuart? I don't know. That did not seem like the best tactical decision ever, but it was probably fun for us. So the A came out in 1936, and immediately it could go 20 miles an hour on the road, which was nice. And the plan was to use this 75 millimeter gun, but it was a short barrel. It was like a howitzer that they had in there. That's the early version. So the first couple versions had this short barrel, and then as you got to the F1 was the last one. The F2, this one got the long barrel, the nice gun, 75 millimeters the whole time. But this is now a high velocity gun. Oh boy, I don't think I can get up these. We'll see. Nope, not gonna happen. Yeah. And that's when this thing really came to life, is once it got this gun, it was for real. And it could handle virtually anything. So that was an important advancement as the time went on. And there's just so many changes. It's just like the Shermans with these Panzers. There's so many variants and changes along the line, even during production that happened. It's really kind of hard to document every piece of it. So probably just stick with the early stuff here, because we just did a video about the G last week, talking specifically about where it came from, how it's a derivative of this, and then you know, this is a derivative of the F1. All right, oh boy, can't get down. Did he take a shot? Did that guy not? Somebody killed him. Wow, somebody killed him from the other side. Neither of these two guys fired a shot, so that was pretty awesome. A little helping out on the team there. And there's somebody over here. Yeah, there it is. Got the, nope, went right through the engine, right through the hood. There we go. Get that. Moving on. So it's important to kind of keep in mind what. It's two things we've killed just with that coaxial gun. We killed that R3T20, and we killed the, you know, little pickup truck there, without really needing to use a shell. You know, I'll fire a shell if I got one loaded, but if you don't have one loaded, just go for it anyway with the machine gun. So it's kind of important to have in mind what tool to use for whatever the situation is. This F2 is important because it looks like we're going to wrap this up. It's important because this was the long barrel. This was the one that was going to take on the KV-1, take on the T-34, all that stuff, because they moved to a 50 millimeter version, which had higher velocity than the howitzer 75 millimeter version, but it, you know, it just wasn't enough. They needed more punch, basically. So that's where this long barrel idea came from, and it was a big deal to get this thing mounted in here. Oh, cool. 7 kills and an assist. I'll take that. And I got a heavy metal Fury. That's awesome. So it was a big job to get this gun mounted in this turret, and Krupp took care of that. Krupp took care of, you know, designing and building a lot of the weaponry for Germany during World War II. But it was a big job. There's a lot of adjustments to the cannon had to be made to get it to fit into that turret. Just kind of a case of making it happen, and they did. And it was kind of a big deal because that's what set them on the direction for the G and then the H, and kept the Panzer IV relevant throughout the remainder of the war. So that's it. We'll do another one, and we'll go deeper into like service history and things like that that we didn't get into on this one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck, have fun, and we'll see you in the next one.